Hello and welcome to a Master System Let's Play. This is Alien Storm. It's one of my favourite games actually, certainly on the Mega Drive. The Master System version is a bit more cut down. You can only pick the dude and the robot, and I think they pretty much behave the same, there's different graphics. And it's just a bit simpler. But I quite like it, it's definitely very charming, especially when the pizzas attack you. So this is a scrolling, I guess you'd call it a scrolling beat 'em up, but you have a weapon that only works very short range. And it's quite tough, but I've been practicing and hopefully should do alright today. It's quite charming enemies, as you can see the trash cans turning into alien slugs. And the trick to the game is to use the rolling attack, because you're invincible while you're doing that, and it's just a case of lining up your shot and making sure you roll out of the way before you're attacked. So there's a bit of a variety to the game, as you'll see later on. You have this normal street levels where you're just walking around, waves of aliens will come out and you'll attack them. I'm just going to pause it while I finish my sentence. The game mixes it up a bit. You get these shooter levels where basically the monsters are coming from the sides and I just have to basically shoot the place up and try and get them. So wish me luck. So they'll shoot back occasionally, and the ones on the front row will slap you. And one thing to do actually is to shoot the shelves, because what you'll find is hidden inside there's some power-ups. So I quite like this game. It's I think mainly because of the sort of charm of the monster graphics. Here we go, some L, which means life, which we'll need. Not off to a great start actually. I usually do a bit better than this, but I've not done this I've not recorded this before, so I'm guessing the talking's probably throwing my game a bit. Okay, so it's the last sort of monster of the section. And that's the end of mission 1. There isn't always a boss. I think in the Mega Drive version there's usually a boss, but we're on to mission 2 now. And according to the... so these monsters are very annoying. So I'm going to demonstrate the special attack. And what you do there is you press both buttons on the controller. And it uses up some of your E-meter, your energy bar. Because these guys are really irritating. They pounce at you, and I do need to get better at it. What often it'll do is throw 3 of them at you at a time, and it just becomes more efficient, I think, to just use the special attack on them. Okay. Okay, we've not got any health left, so one more hit and we die. And again, a group of 3 turns up, so just easier just to smash them with the special attack. We keep going and see the people running away from the aliens. So I've died now, and you get to continue 3 times. And you start at the beginning of the mission, so I haven't lost much progress. I can't imagine I'll finish the game today, but I'm going to give it a good try. I haven't actually finished this game before. I got pretty far last night though, so hopefully that translates into good progress today. One thing I've quite enjoyed playing these old games is practicing them. You start off really terribly, and I do genuinely feel I'm getting better at them each time I play. I wouldn't have thought I'd be very good at memorising patterns and you know, parts of the game, but I think subconsciously it's going in that, you know, strategies and stuff that are working, and just general training yourself to get better at these games. It's quite fun actually. Just need to make sure you keep playing it, because if you rage quit a game and never come back to it, then you're never going to get good at it. And that sounds really obvious, but it's just something that I'm quite bad for. Just playing a game, oh, that wasn't much fun. Actually, the skill is being able to sort of press on and get better at it. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Okay, so this is the second subway section, and this is another type of gameplay where you're basically running very, very quickly down the subway tracks, and so it turns it into like a shooter. Not particularly difficult, this level. Not entirely. I mean, it's fun to do. It's a shame it didn't give any power-ups. Right, they can just get exploded. So my energy meter is running quite low now, so won't be able to use that special attack. So I suspect I should probably just get better at the game and learn how to take these guys on, because I think it's just a case of using the roll button properly. I'm getting too greedy with your attacks. And yeah, there's not a huge variety of enemies in this game. There's obviously palette swaps there, the purple and the green aliens, but I don't know. I do quite like the art style. Definitely sort of very 80s vibe to it. Ghostbusters sort of backpack you've got. Okay, so I've died there. I haven't had to go back too far. I might as well nuke these guys. So if I run out of continues, I'll probably play again, and I'll use the other character to show that what that's like. Not something I've done very often, but as far as I could tell from my quick go, it's basically the same. Just an aesthetic choice, but we shall see. There's one move I haven't figured out, and that is if you do lots of rolls, sometimes you'll do a kind of a leap, and I'm not sure how you set that off actually. He's just sort of done it occasionally, and I'm not sure what I did to make it happen, but I don't know if there's a secret to that or there's some benefit. So if I'm trying to do it, it's just rolls. Anyway. I do have the manual for this game, but I haven't read it. So maybe it explains it in there. From what I've seen of other Master System manuals, they're quite vague, so possibly not. Okay, so this is another inside shooting level. And I think they're going to ramp up the difficulty a bit here. Guys slashing you in front. This is on the Mega Drive. You can play 2-player of this, and it's quite a lot easier to not get killed. Okay, so that's nice. If you die, you do end up going back to the start of the stage rather than the start of the mission. And in this case, it's back to the start of the shop. Wow, they're really hammering me today. I do quite like in the background it's got giant Sega logos in neon, and it's pretty cool looking. I will have to shoot up the signs just to make sure there's no secret health packs or anything. Oh, there's one there. Okay, another big monster. It's quite strange in that there isn't a score in this game, not an obvious one anyway. You know, Sega's arcade heritage and this game coming from the arcades. It's odd that they've dropped it. I think it would be nice to have a high score visible, because you know, things like that running down the subway tracks level. I did that. I think got every monster in that, and I didn't get, you know, any sense of a reward for that other than just having, you know, bragging rights to saying you've done it. Okay, so now we're on mission 3. It's a sort of construction site. This is about as far as I've ever got in the game, so hopefully, according to the back of the box, there's only 4 missions, so fingers crossed we're not going to struggle too hard to finish this game today. I'm not sure on our progress this time. Right, these worm guys are quite annoying, but they do drop health. It's whether you can get it without losing too much. I'm really not demonstrating that very well. One thing to remember, one thing to note is that oh, died. Okay, and that's fully game over. What I was going to say was, if you use this special attack, anything that's going to drop a health pack doesn't drop you a health pack. So it's often good not to use it. Okay, so you've got the option, if you use the D-pad, to change to the robot. Let's grab a drink there. Okay. So the robot's got a whip and like a robot hand, and also grenades that come out of the top of his head, which is quite quite funny, really. It's pretty absurd, you know, whipping and exploding pizzas. Catchy PSG tunes. Okay, so the trick really, I think, is just to make sure that we don't lose health on the obvious bits where it's easy to avoid. There isn't much that these trash can monsters can do to you, but they do give you a bit of a nip if you let them get too close like that. But these guys that shoot blobs of slime are probably one of the more difficult enemies on average, because they are quite easy to take out, but you can easily be tricked by the timing of them. Yeah. Okay, so we're back in the shooting sections. Okay, having a bit more success this time. Obviously a little harder when you're in one player and you've only got one gun to cover the whole area of the screen. I'm used to playing this in 2-player, and obviously you can split into halves there and have a bit more advantage on this level. Okay, not doing too badly though. Mostly still got full health. Nice. Oh, my skills have all disappeared. So that's the special attack for the robot. It just basically self-destructs, which is pretty cool. See, I did the leap there, and I'm not entirely sure how I did that. Wow, I'm really getting creamed. Definitely have to keep your concentration going throughout the gameplay. Ah. Okay. When there's only one of those at a time, I'm confident enough to take them out, but when there's 3, it's often just, like I say, better to not risk it. Ah. Dead. Ah. No, I don't think I got the last one there, no. I quite like the different variety they've got of the attacks, based on sort of subtle differences in the distance you're attacking from. And you'll either whip or shoot out his arm or have an exploding foot. It's quite a lot of detail. Ah. I definitely feel this is quite a well-balanced game in that every time you get hit it does feel like you've been sloppy and you could have done better. Okay, so I don't have enough health to enough energy to take out these guys with a special attack. And that's the subway entrance, so we're not too far away from that. The end of this stage. Slightly annoying that you can't leap through the life power-ups. Didn't leave any of them behind. I don't think I've encountered an enemy that takes more than one hit to kill. It's just varied degrees of how hard it is not to get hit by them, which I quite like. Not doing too well on any life power today on this stage. Foolishly tried to use the special attack there and didn't have enough energy and then got distracted. Alright, you can go. Okay. Definitely need a lot more concentration than you realise for these. Okay, so this was quite tough last time. I'm just going to try and keep on top of the monsters. Oh, it's a bad start. So I hope overall you're enjoying this series of Let's Plays. I'm finding it good to have an excuse to play some of these games on stream, and hopefully it's not too annoying that I don't tend to actually finish them. I know the previous upload would be Dynamite Ducks, and I did actually finish that game, but I suspect most of these Let's Plays will be good attempts, but not completions. Hopefully it just shows off these games, quite an underappreciated system, and inspires you to maybe give them a go yourself. Because I think that's the main thing, is having fun playing these games. It's all good watching them, but it's actually nice to actually play these games occasionally. Oh, I do enjoy watching retro Let's Plays. Especially for games where I'm really bad at them. Yeah, not a good start. Dead. Okay, so we've got 1 credit left to see how far we can get in Mission 3. I quite like that I can fairly consistently get to this stage, and as I was saying earlier, that wasn't the case when I first started playing this game. And so yeah, definitely feeling myself getting better at it. And who knows, maybe one day I will finish this game. Probably not on a recording though. I just think you need too much concentration to do that. Well, I'm speaking for myself at least. Okay, so we've got this new type of alien, which I don't think we saw last time. It's pretty cool, like pink, big mouth monster thing. One thing I was slightly worried about when you use that special attack is if it took any life off you as well, which would be quite cruel. But I mean, you do explode, so I kind of wouldn't put it past them for realism's sake to make you take a small hit as well. But fortunately, it's not that cruel. I saw 3 of them out of the corner of my eye. Oh, there's another load now. Come on, drop some health. Ah, no. So that's proper game over. And that's come up in about 30 minutes, so I'm going to call that an episode. This has been Alien Storm on the Sega Master System. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!